everybody, hey, everybody, hey. Oh, you're here. Hey everyone, RG here, and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build on the channel. I hope you all doing amazing today. And welcome to the second starter home for streamer and YouTuber, which you picked. So you picked that option. Don't blame me if this is something that you didn't pick. You picked that in the previous survey that I did on my channel. Like, not the survey, but the comments. You know what I mean. If you're watching this, you know what I mean. So yeah, you picked a starter home for a streamer slash YouTuber. And here we are. Now, to be honest, oh, first of all, one of my neighbors decided that the moment I'm starting recording, he's gonna start and drill in the hole or in the ground, probably, because it sounds like he's drilling through concrete. So if you're hearing something like that, I do apologize, and let's move on. So yeah, so this is a starter home for a YouTuber or a streamer, and just like the previous build that if you missed it, you really want to see, because I built a starter home for the military career. So basically, if you want to be a soldier, you can buy that house, which is look like a tent, like a military tent, and you have some sort of like obstacle course and tower, like guarding tower, and in general it looks like a mini boot camp or mini army camp, and yeah, all of it under the budget of 20,000 simoleons, which is a starter home. So yeah, you definitely want to go and check that out if you are into being a soldier in the game. And I decided, you know what, when I first started building this, I had something else in mind. I was thinking maybe to create this as an apartment in the San Maisuno map, where you have all these skyscrapers, and place it as an apartment, because realistically speaking, and I think by now you know that I'm building mostly realistic stuff, so so many bloopers. Realistically speaking, god darn it, wow, that was hard. I don't think that a streamer will have the money, like off the bat, buying a mini house or a mini like small cottage somewhere. I don't think that he will have the money. Frankly, I don't think he will ever have the money. No, just kidding. Of course, you can have the money, but you need to be something big. So I wasn't thinking about creating this at the beginning as a small house, because it doesn't realistic. So yeah, I was thinking about creating it as an apartment, but then I scrapped that idea, because I said to myself, wait a minute, but if I'm creating it as an apartment, people that do not have the City Living pack will not be able to place that in their lot and have the whole perks of living in an apartment that you need to rent and not buy. And just grab a small apartment outside into a lot is really weird. So it always will be weird, because you don't have the exterior. There is no exterior design for apartments. So yeah, I scrapped that idea and I said, okay, so let's build a tiny home or tiny house for our streamer. And yeah, this is not the like, you know, the challenge like Kayla does, or people that creating houses under the budget of 2,000 simoleons and stuff. We are using like 20,000. You can see the money dropping from the left side over there. Now, at some point, you can see it actually right now, I think I placed the main object. Just as I said every time, when you're building something that is related to a specific career, you need to place the important objects that related to that career into your lot in order to know that you have enough money to save for, well, building things around that object. For an example, here you have a station for the streamer. So that station by itself, even without upgrading it, and I don't know if you know, but you can upgrade the station for streamers and YouTubers. That station itself costs like 1,200 simoleons, which is kinda a lot compared to other objects, like I don't know, like objects that related to careers. So basic computer can, I think, cost like 800, something like that, 600. In the sport career, you can buy, I think the most cheap one is like 600 or 700. So yeah, 1,200 simoleons for the basic object for the specific career is kind of a lot. So yeah, you can see that on the exterior of this build, I kind of went with modern style houses. I really love modern style houses. And the fact that in like base game starter homes, you can create some really awesome things, just like that strings or plank, those black planks, I'm not quite sure how to call them, that I placed over there from the left side of the build. Those objects cost 0 from the debug menu, so you can create really awesome things like related to modern style houses. That's why I really love building modern houses. Well, especially in the game, but in general, I really think that modern houses looks the best. But yeah, so you can see that I played a lot with the platforms, and I created some sort of columns, and inside of them I shoved more metal columns just to kind of give it even more modern style house, you know, feeling and things. At the exterior, I kind of worked with, of course, objects that cost 0, because we are building a budget build and we don't want to go overboard with like plants and stuff that are, even small plants that cost 35 simoleons can basically kill the build. Let's call it that. They can kill your build because you're spending more time and more more money on things that are, most of the chances are not usable, or they're not affecting anything in the play section, like on the play aspect of the lot. So yeah, so I played a lot with objects that are costing 0, and inside you would be surprised how the inside is actually looked. I kind of went with the idea of like a loft. The upper area is opened and you can see the down area, and I was, well, off camera, I was playing with stairs, because stairs in the game are kind of tricky, especially if you're building something small, because they can take a lot of space of your build. So I decided at the end to go with, and you know what? I believe that, yeah, in lofts design, go with leather is much more smart, much more like effective, if you want to call it like this. And yeah, at the end I went with leather to the upper area, a small area, like a small kitchen. I really love it. At the end it looked like a modern style kitchen, and you would be surprised, but anything in this build is functional, anything. And I tested it. I think at some point during the building process you will see me like fast forwarding a speed test, like, yeah, speed test, because it's fast forwarding the test. I brought my sim over to make sure that anything is working. So yeah, anything is working. The sink in the kitchen, the like the refrigerator, the oven is the oven. I don't think I tested it in like right now, but I tested it off camera and it's working. Anything is working. The sitting area for 2 sims. I used the Murphy beds from Tiny Living. So yeah, especially in builds like those, I cannot even remember what we used to do before Tiny Living and those and that Murphy bed, because it saves so much space. I do believe that if we didn't have the Murphy beds right now in this build, probably I had to create only 1 bed sleeping area, because I couldn't fit really a full-size bed and make it like usable. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Once you are lowering the bed to go to sleep, you cannot go to the left side that is closer to the bathroom area. You cannot pass through that area. So what you want to do is you want basically to bring your sim near that door of the bathroom, and lower it, just like you see in the test run. And then lower the bed, go to sleep, wake up, like bring the bed up, and then you can go and continue with your sim life. It's that like kind of complicated to live in tiny houses in the game, but totally worth it, because at the end, yeah, 2 sims even can live in here. Now, because this is a budget build and a starter home at the same time, basically you can see that I'm very, very, very cautious about the money. And even right now, I think we have like 800, something like that, 8,000 simoleons yet to spend in the build, because again, I used a lot of items that cost 0, or I'm using a lot of items that not costing that much. You can see that the fridge and the oven and the sinks are kinda cheap one. And of course, well, in my opinion, I think that's how you're supposed to start the game, like how you should do that. And you need a room to grow. You need a room to expand, to upgrade. So once you make some money, and if you never played the streamer career, which I find it ironic that I never did that before this build, being a YouTuber myself, I never played the game before, like played the that career before, and I gotta tell you, first of all, it's super fun. It's not exactly like in real life, but it's close enough, But yeah, if you are playing the career, then you make some money, and you make a lot of money. I gotta tell you, make a lot of money in the career. Don't catch from me that you're making a lot of money from YouTube, because that is just not true, unless you have like millions of subscribers or something like that. But in game, you're making a lot of money, and you can upgrade this crib, this basic one, really fast. You can upgrade the kitchen, and you can upgrade some other things. And yeah, in my opinion, I think that you should start with lower quality equipment and upgrade, just like well, if you are starting as fresh new sims, that's how you should play the game, right? So yeah, there is a lot of place to improvement in this build, but it still looked great as a starter home by itself. Well, of course, in my opinion, let me know what do you think in the comment section about this design and build. And in a bit, you're gonna see me creating the streamer setup itself, and I even created those. I'm not quite sure how you call them. I think they called sound blocker or pop sound blocker plates, something like that. Those things that you place on the like on the wall to absorb sounds and basically make sure that you don't have echo and noises that you really don't want in your recording. Just to let you know, I don't have any fancy setup when I'm just like right now when I'm recording to you. I'm standing because it's much more easier for me to speak to the mic that way. And I have a mic, I have a sound absorber, that the pop sound something near the mic, just to make sure that I'm not shouting and spitting on all over the microphone. But I really don't have any fancy setup. I do think about changing my my setup and my my room into something more YouTuber-ish, I think. And but yeah, this setup that you're gonna see here, it's much more fancier than what I'm using in real life. Although this is a starter home, I do find that funny. And yeah, so I left a lot of space over there just to make sure that you can grow, and there is no computer next to the station of the streamer. You don't need a computer if you want to play that career. You can. So basically, again, I left enough space over there to add another section or another small table and place another computer on it, just to make your place a bit bigger. But again, you need to play through the game, upgrade your streamer in order to do that. So yeah, so that's basically the things that I want to talk about the build itself. And now I want to talk about two things. We don't have much time until the end of this video, but the first one is that I'm working on something that is super cool. I'm gonna bring it to you on Tuesday, which is, I think there's gonna be something on Tuesday. I don't remember what it is. I think it's the new pack, but really I'm not quite sure. Yeah, Tuesday is the 26th, I think it is. So I am gonna bring that on Tuesday. See, the Sims game stealing my thunder on Tuesday. But yeah, I'm gonna bring it to you on Tuesday. So I'm working basically on a gaming trick or some sort of a shortcut for the people who are one out of two things. Maybe a bit lazy to create something, and we all have those days that we don't want to create and we want some sort of a shortcut. So it's for them, or for people who feeling that they are not enough creative, and sometimes we do have like a creativity block and they are not sure how to do it. So I'm working on something that will make their life much easier. And actually, the reason for that is my good friend Pagond, that I was chilling the other day in her stream. And if you don't know her, I'll leave a link to her stream account in the description down below. She's so awesome. She's the one that painting pets. I was chilling in her stream the other day, and up until today she is blaming me for like almost forcing her placing an asbestos flooring tiles in the kitchen of her build. And of course I did never say that she must do that, but she's still blaming me for that. And then after she finished decorating the kitchen, she was going to create the pool outside, and she wanted to create a sexy curves. That's how she called it, a sexy curved pools, like pools that is not a, you know, square or something. So actually she gave me an idea for something really awesome that I'm gonna share with you this Tuesday. You really want to see that. It's gonna be a game changer for well, those who like building in the game. So that thing is gonna come on Tuesday. And now the last thing that I want to hear your opinion on is actually the latest tweet from the official Sims community Twitter, which tweeted that the Maxis team is working on a new Sims 5, which is something that I already knew. If you ask me, game developers, once they're finishing one game, they are already starting working or thinking about the next game. So the fact that the Sims 5 is coming is not big news, but they were talking about a new engine, like for the graphic, I guess, that the Sims 5 is gonna have. I'm not quite sure what they mean by that. Let me know your thoughts about the Sims 5 and what do you want to see in the Sims 5 regarding graphics. Like, what comparison do you see between Sims 5 and what other games that you want to see that graphic in the Sims 5? I really wonder what things that you want to see in the Sims 5. Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. This build is at the gallery for you to download and enjoy. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and maybe watch another video. And until the next time, keep that Sims party going for me, cause RJR Gaming signing off.